NFC East. It's the Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. It's the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from AT&T Stadium. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, three-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
Well, it seems like we say the same thing, doesn't it, going into every season? And it's part of being the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. There's no bigger spotlight in sports. The pressure is on you from day one, and Dak Prescott has never shied away from any of it. So can he get back healthy? Can he be out there for all the regular season games? Because when he's been healthy and that group around him has been intact, they're a perennial playoff contender. Can they get back to that? I think that's what everyone around the league is wondering. And a lot of that success down in Dallas is going to come down to the play at quarterback by Dak Prescott.
Second down and 3. The play action. It's Prescott. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And that's a first down. This will be a gain of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
They hook up again, second time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
Throwing a comeback route against zone coverage, it could be a little bit tricky. Remember, in zone, the defender's eyes are on the quarterback. So if your receiver doesn't sell that right, and this ball's not thrown on time, you're going to end up watching that defender take this thing back the other way. This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 22 now, here's second and 4. The first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On third down, Prescott under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Jalen Phillips that time in there for the sack.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
On fourth down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. This one from 47 yards out. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
You know, the conversation around Jalen Hurts is always a difficult one because to a lot of people outside, they strictly look at the box score. They look at his passing numbers and touchdown numbers, and they say, okay, he's a second-tier quarterback. But when you look at the situation he's in, the style of play in which they ask him to do, be the field general of a very talented and very balanced offense in Philadelphia, he is the exact perfect quarterback that they need to execute that vision. So he's not going to throw for 40 touchdowns. He's not going to throw for 5,000 yards. And that's exactly the way they want it. He is as dynamic, he is as competitive, and as good as any quarterback in the NFL.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's up past the 35. Got a first down. Putting down at the 37.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
13 yards on the catch there. Good for an Eagles first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 19 more on that one. And another first down.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
And in motion is Brown. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
Brings up second and 2.
From the 23, here's second down and 2. They'll try the jet sweep. Here comes Brown. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
3rd and 2. Here we go. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And they've got it on the ground. The mark will come at the 13. But it's a new set of downs. First down picked up.
And an Eagles first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations? The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. That's caught. Saquon Barkley will get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Dotson, the man in motion. 4th down. Here's Hurts. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Cowboys offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
A lot of defensive strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. He'll run again. Dak wisely hits the deck at the end, but he slides after picking up the 1st down.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a 1st down.
And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences, they know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And he will go all the way. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Cowboys are out to a 10-0 lead.
Eagles, nothing.
To a whole nother level. So long, no better. Then I got what you need. Bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spit the racks on the camouflage bills. Diamonds on me.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. To the air on first down. He finds Jahan Dotson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of
18 yards. And a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan. Because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Second and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Just shy of midfield. Here's second down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. Now it's going to be third down.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
On third down, here's Hurts. He'll try to run for it. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. They've got it. Second down and 2. Man in motion is Smith. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
On third down, they'll go with Saquon. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Eagles first down. A gain of 12. And an Eagle first down.
Anytime you're having a really good drive like this, Mike, you just hate to see it stall out on the fringe of the red area. But in this case, not only do they pick up some good yardage on the ground, they get a fresh set of downs to hopefully go in and finish this drive with a touchdown.
On first down, it's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 8-yard line.
Second and 5. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
6-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing is Hurts. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he will get into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles are on the board. It's 10-7.
Eagles 7.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This just makes it to the landing zone. It's taken at the 18. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They had that field goal on the opening drive, the touchdown last time they had it. 2 drives, 2 scores, and here's drive 3. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he's got a good gain of about 7, up to the 37.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 3. Now Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Prescott. He takes off. Showing off the footwork, sliding down after a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Taken down.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd down. He'll let this go for Pickens. That is brought in. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. A huge play for Dallas. It's a gain of 34.
At the 15-yard line.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Williams gets it on the draw. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Clearly trying to catch the defense by surprise, Mike. If the draw works, it's a touchdown. But being down here in the red zone, this is a tough spot on the field to get away with running that draw play.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Left side, caught by Lamb. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Now a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. He'll try and he'll take this one in. Dak Prescott, touchdown Cowboys. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. Cowboys will get out in front 17-7. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They'll begin here on the ground. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Osa Odigizua there on the tackle.
26. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw is Hurts. And that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. On play action, here's Dak. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
It's first down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in second and long.
Second down, Prescott. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
All right, so the first two, they go clearly to the defense. You get a first down sack. That sets everything of the drive for the offense behind the 8-ball. Then they followed up with a forced incompletion. So now third and long, this is a must-pass situation, and the defense has a prime opportunity to get themselves off the field.
Dak facing third and long. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. First down.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on third down, but what they call third and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert third downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. They'll go again here with Williams. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 21. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Watch the running back's patience here, Mike. He's slow, and then he hits it. That's the key here. If he goes too fast, their linemen aren't ready yet. Really well executed. Great run.
He will carry his offense to the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line, a pickup of 9.
He was brought down by
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
First carry now for Jaden Blue. And he's going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Prescott now. Escaping to his left.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the
3rd and short, you think this ball's expected to come out quick, but when all the receivers were taken away, he decides to make a break for it. He doesn't get a whole lot, but what he gets is just enough to move the chains.
There he goes again.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game, and that's a nice pickup there.
Second down, they need 3. On the give, it's Williams. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium. After this has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Williams is in. Touchdown, Dallas. On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. And the Cowboys up their lead. It's now 24-7.
Eagles 7.
Project S, this is what you want.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. A first down throw for Hurts. He gets that to Brown. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Hurts to throw. Moving left. He's going to keep it himself. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw, Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. There's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
At the 50-yard line.
Second down and 3. To throw is Hurts. And it'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Hurts will try it again. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to...
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Gibson now on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Eagles offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. First and 10. On play action, Hurts. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Second and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Try again. It's second and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That one complete to Brown. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
It's a gain, and it brings up third down.
To the air again. Hurts. He'll step up and run. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on third down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the first down and some.
Hurts to the air on first down. He'll take off again. And he's going to slide down with the first down inside the 5. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have first and goal.
He's got his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles back within 10. It's now 24-14. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there back. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
Third and 11. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
So everyone's going to focus in on that sack, and certainly it's a huge play, but it doesn't happen without the coverage on the back end. You can see the quarterback working through his progressions as quickly as he could. There was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. Back deep, Jahan Dotson. And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and take. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Now Hurts going to call his own number. And he'll give himself up here, but it's a gain of 5 on 1st down.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for an Eagles 1st down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the 2nd half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
Hurts going to keep it on the option. And he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
And in motion is Brown. On second down, Hurts. He'll run again. And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal.
To the goal line and in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles cut the lead to 3. 24-21.
Eagles 21.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense back on the field for their next possession.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Williams. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
There's two elements to a successful run play, and the key is having them aligned. The offensive line needs to block according to the play and create space, but the back has to hit that space at the appropriate time. And this is a clear example as to why it leads to big gains.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 1. It's another run here for Williams. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Williams. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. The linebackers in secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
This one is caught. It is a touchdown. There's a marker down. Let's see if it holds up.
Pass interference. Defense.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. He knocks it through. Cowboys will extend this third quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter.
Y'all can't talk about basic. We mighty more Power Rangers. Also dangerous.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Man in motion is Smith. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll try again here, second and 10. Here's Hurts. He's got his man Brown. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Hurts. He'll try to run for it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 9. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. There's that man again. Another catch. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd and 2. Here we go. Fourth quarter starts, and it's a run for Barkley. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
They'll try it now with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down. They wind up getting 4 on that 4th and 1.
Yeah, sometimes these coaches want to overthink it. They want to dial up these super tricky plays and try to outthink themselves sometimes. And you find yourself here on 4th and real short. Something easy, something your guys have repped a million times. Win the battle up front and pick up a fresh set of downs.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You could see the quarterback once he got the snap. He was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Now quick throw taken in by Brown. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 9-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. 3rd down coming up.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
3rd down and 3. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal coming up. He takes this down to about the 5.
And anytime you have a long drive going, you'd hate to have it stall out there. So that's a really nice job up front, making sure that that doesn't happen, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
Now Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone. Because as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. They've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. On the return, here's Turpin. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do. Fake. Prescott. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Williams gets it on the draw. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down. 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Prescott to his main man land. CD gets the Cowboys a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down, but in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield, and it does come some danger when you throw back across, but in this case, it's a big completion.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action now. Prescott. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to CD Lamb. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Cowboys.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
1st down, Prescott. They try to set up the screen, but this one's doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast and the ball falls incomplete. And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
And he's trying to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is fourth down.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
A 31-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. Had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Gets it now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point.
The career is more at stake when you in your prime. The paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle.
Saquon Barkley on the carry. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Hurts in trouble, and down he goes.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
It's 4th down.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. They forced a punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Fair catch, signaled for, and
The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. In the middle of the field, it's taken by CeeDee Lamb. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
play design here by the offensive coordinator. His ability to get the quarterback outside the pocket, take some stress off the protection. By the time he reaches the launch point, the receiver's running wide open downfield, and he puts the ball right on the money.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
2nd and 10. They put Pickens in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the 4th quarter. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. Quick slant into the hands of Smith. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. Cowboys 38-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up. Now it's Hurts. Left side is caught by Brown.
To number 11, A.J. Brown. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Noise reverberating off the roof. Very loud before 3rd down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to have the Eagles 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a 1st.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
And an Eagle 1st down.
Hurts delivers it quick to Brown.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. It is brought in the end zone. A.J. Brown. his second touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Short kick taken just inside the 20. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Prescott. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And I think the Eagles have it. Yes, they do.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike. The one thing you can't have late in the ball game is a turnover. You're ready, you're up against the wall. You know you need a late score here to come back from behind, and let's give credit to this defense. They know they were a stop away from victory, and after forcing that late turnover, it looks like they're going to seal this one.
The Eagles offense ready to get back to work. And this game is not a done deal just yet. Still have 3 timeouts to the defense. Now, if there's 1 first down, it seals the deal. But there is still a chance for the defense to get the ball back. On the handoff, this is Barkley. Now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
The RPO, they'll get it to Brown. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. So it is still a 1-score game, but a little bit of breathing room now.
Go sit down and watch TV. Go sit down and watch.
kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here's Turpin. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Cowboys offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10.
Slows you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you back it up. You check about thoughts and memories that's acting up like overseas.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's caught by Tolbert, right side.
Prescott's pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 43-yard line.
It is 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. His pass right side, caught by Lamb.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike, but listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big 1st down. Now Prescott. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
2nd and 10.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
He'll throw again. Dak. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw. But think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Here we go. One final play. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish as this one will come to an end. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field.
Sit down!
The ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.